Was good. Was good. Um, Honestly, I don't know how to start this. Once again, I don't know how to start this. But today was an interesting day. You know what I mean? Today was an interesting day. I had an 8-hour shift today at work, which was calm. But something that was wild, it kind of just happened today. And I wanted to share it with you guys because I didn't know like, if it was confirmation to the universe or God or whoever you believe in. Me personally, it's God. But I don't know if it's a confirmation. I don't know if it's like what I'm listening to is right. But I'm at work. I'm going through my day. I am clocking in. Now, remember, I put money into something that will hopefully help me develop skills to grow and make more money, right? So I've invested into myself. Oh, should I turn it? I like that view. I invested in myself. All right. I saved up a certain amount of money. I turned them out. Unfortunately, the amount that I wanted to spend was a lot more, but I'm gonna take that risk because it's money at the end of the day. You know, you're gonna lose money, you're gonna gain money. It's just how are you spending it? How are you going to, how do I say this properly? So the title of the video is Money Scarcity or Scarcity is what's holding you back, right? You being scared of money, you being afraid of losing money, you holding on to money is making you lose money. You see, when you're holding money in a bank. Now, am I a bank teller? No. I'm just a 20-year-old trying to help you learn how to save money and hopefully learn how to invest. So it's pretty much like a step-by-step type of thing. But see, when you make money and you save it into your bank account, that's fair, that's fine, that's good. But that money also loses value. I feel like we've all learned this. Anybody who's on the journey of trying to save money or become a millionaire understands that to grow your money, you need to invest, you need to own property, you need to get dividends. But at the same time, it is okay to have a financial goal. It is okay to have that goal set for yourself so that you can show yourself. For me, I made a goal this year, 2026. I want to make 20K. I want to save 20K. I want to have 20K in the account, right? So what have I been doing? I took a year off of school. I started working hours, 40, 35 hours a week, looking for a second job, but that's not going well, especially where I'm at. I'm Canadian, so like it's not really easy. But I was scared. I was scared to spend money. I was scared of just letting go of that money. But I have come to the conclusion that, you literally have to let go of that money so that more money can come. You having that goal is fine. Having that goal is great. But at the same time, you cannot be so frantic about it. You can't be, if I spend this much, then I can't. You can't. You gotta enjoy the ride. You literally, when you're making money and when you're saving money, you have to enjoy the ride and enjoy where you're going with it. So back to my story. So I'm at work, right? I have an 8-hour today. I had an 8-hour today. I'm at work, and usually what I usually do is like to listen to either on purpose things, like purposeful content, so that I can get like a better sense of mind and I can learn while I'm working. Like I've learned about investments, relationships, saving money, money habits, and just things to elevate me as a human being. You know what I mean? But I'm at work and I'm listening to this podcaster who I've been listening to for a long time, and hopefully one of these days I get to meet him. That is one of the goals, one of my personal goals. Other than that and Michael B. Jordan, and a couple other podcasters that I want to meet. But this podcaster, his name is Jay Shetty. He's a very, very strong influencer. If you guys know him, congratulations, man. Glad to be a part of the team. If you don't, go search him up. He's a very knowledgeable person. And one of the episodes on Spotify, because he's a podcaster, it's like a 30-minute. No, it was an hour. It was an hour-long podcast. I had a lot of time. I was listening to it, and they were talking about habits of money, like habits of saving money, habits on spending money, and he comprises like a bunch of, like, he has the solo like interview itself, but he also comprises it into like clips. So I'm working, I'm listening, and for some reason, I was taking mental notes as I'm working, but what popped up for me the most was there's this guy, I don't remember who exactly it was, who was on the podcast. I completely forgot his name. But he said that he did a social experiment, right? Of where he would go throughout his day and he would just like not think about money, but like he would like appreciate money. Like if he saw, like he would wake up and he would say that, oh, I'm a money magnate, like manifesting money. He's learning how to manifest money, or he was teaching himself how to manifest money. And he was saying that when he was learning how, or when he was telling himself that he was manifesting money and how he was a money magnet, he started seeing pennies, like pennies on the floor, right? And there was one time that he found a penny on the floor in a subway station, and he didn't want to pick it up. But he picked it up, and he told the universe that he appreciates it, and that he will, hold on to it because it's money. No matter how big or how small, the money is money. And it was like the universe is trying to bless him to see if he's able to hold on to that money, because how are you able to have the little things? Like, how are you able to have the big things without appreciating the little things? And that's the thing about gratitude, but we'll get into that some other time. Which has been popping up in my week a lot. But what was I saying? Yes, he saw the penny, and it was in a subway in New York. Like, he didn't want to pick up the penny. It was around a bunch of trash. But he picked it up anyways. He took it home, and then he was analyzing the pennies. He never usually analyzed the pennies, but he analyzed it that one time. And then he saw something like weird on the penny. And then when he searched it up, it was a wheat coated penny, which ended up being like, I think it was $1,000 to $5,000. Now, when you're selling pennies, it depends on the quality. That quality was probably worth like $500 to $1,000, but still, like, the quality of that one singular penny was equivalent to $5,000 because it was just being sold for $5,000 the day before or around its timeline. Now you might be like, Devontae, where are you going with this? Because you're just telling us another man's story. All right, so while they were also talking about that, Jay Shetty also was telling us that he has a tradition because of his religion. I think it's Hinduism, yes. He was telling us that there's this goddess of wealth. Her name is Lakshmi, because he was also saying, like, if money was a physical form, how would you treat money? Like, how would you treat it, right? Me personally, I would treat it great. I would treat it good, especially if it's a bad baby. No, I can't let it relax. I'm relax. But he was telling us, like, Lakshmi would be the person that would show up for him, and he would, like, his tradition is if he sees money on the ground, he picks it up and he puts it to his forehead. Now, keep that in mind. So as I'm listening to that, I'm like, you know what? That's actually like a really cool idea, like manifesting money, being able to look and be like, wow, money on the ground, you know, and appreciate it. Now, I used to do that as a kid. I didn't know I was manifesting money. I didn't know I was like doing that. But at the same time, like I would find $10 bills, $5 bills, $2, 15 cents. Like I would find a lot of money back in the day. So I'm working and working and working. And right after I hear that, I'm pushing carts. That's my job. I'm pushing carts and I see a $5 bill on the ground. I see a $5 bill on the ground. Now, the $5 bill isn't much, all right? It's not a 10, it's not a 20, it's not a 100. If it was 100, I still would have picked it up. But it's besides the point. It was a $5 bill and I was like, wow. Like, I listened to a podcast, I took it in, and I was like, you know what, let me see if that works, but I also understood that, yes, to make money, you have to let go of the attachment to it. Like, being attached to, like, just being attached to anything makes you, like, want to hold on to it, but that also makes you more scared of letting it go. You know what I mean? Like, the fact that I listened to a podcast that was talking about manifesting money and having money and even finding money on the ground, and the first thing I see 5 minutes into that, or 5 minutes after hearing that, is a $5 bill on the ground. So take that as you will, all right? I want you guys to do that, like, cause I think I'm gonna try. I'm gonna see how that works. His method was he woke up every day, he looked at himself in the mirror, and he was saying, oh, I'm a magnet for money. Money comes to me easily. Money comes to me freely. I didn't do that. I took it. I resonated with it. I was like, you know what? If it comes, it comes. You know what I mean? And it was there. So I ended up doing the ritual, which was like, oh, you put the money, because I like learning about other cultures. You know what I mean? What the guy did on Jay Shetty's podcast, he said, oh, I appreciate this, or I like, he was present with it, and he's like, I appreciate this. For me, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna take the Hindu side and just be like, thank you. Like, you literally take the money and you put it towards your forehead, and then it's like a respect thing. It's not a worship thing. It's like a respect thing. So yeah, the whole point of this video was to tell you that to be rich, to have a goal and to reach your goal, you cannot be attached to it. You gotta literally let it happen. Like, if you have the universe, God, whoever you believe in, already understands your heart, already understands your mindset, already knows that, you know what, this is who he is, this is who they're set out to be. So if you have that goal, detach from it, because you've already put it out there. And don't be scared. Don't be scared, because at the end of the day, once you let it go, it's gonna come back to you 20 times fold. Doors are gonna be opening for you. It's something, it's not natural, because I feel like we're naturally like holding on, because like we're more natural, or more prone to naturally hold on to something. But once you let it go, once you realize that, yeah, like for me, yeah, I have a 20K savings goal this year, right? But am I gonna be like, oh my gosh, I can't? No, I'm gonna enjoy the ride. And opportunities showed up. I have a modeling goal that I want to do. I'm not going to be like, oh, we need to do this, that, the third. Like, I'll move, I'll be urgent, but at the same time, I'm not going to be attached to it, and I'm not going to be like, I, you know, because then once you're attached, then you become stagnant. Now, hopefully, the thing that I invested in, it's not even like times. There are times where I'm like, dang it, I could have saved it. But there are times where I'm like, I need to let it go because it's not a loss at the end of the day. It'll still be a lesson in life. And even if I could still just start out over from zero, I already know what it takes to be at a certain amount. Once you take that step, once you take that first step into doing your thing, or even saving that much money, like let's say your goal is 5K and you've never saved 500 before, right? Once you take that time and you even reach the 2K mark, I'm not saying go spend your money, but I am saying learn about investments, see what you can do with your money, see where you can go with your money. You know what I mean? So that your money can work for itself, or even look at side hustles, you know? Because once you know that you're able to do that, and then once you know that you're able to do that and you know what it takes, it's going to be less scary to restart that process. You know what I mean? It's all for me. Scarcity is making your money, or no, wait, scarcity. There's no script. I'm literally doing this off the dome, so bear with me. Scarcity is making you lose money. So don't be scared to invest in yourself, whether that is a course, but as long as it's a valid course, whether that's in housing, whether that's in stock, as long as you understand what you're going into, and you know that there's going to be a return regardless, because we honestly don't lose as human beings. We literally learn. So yeah, that's it for me, actually. But I actually want to challenge you guys like, actually try it. Try manifesting money. Try looking in the mirror or writing it down before you go to bed, or even waking up and writing it down, or any way that you manifest, or the way you manifest. Just try it. See how it goes. See how long it even takes to even have that ball rolling, you know? Good luck on your financial journeys. I am here every step of the way too. You know, I'm just trying to reach my goal just like everybody else. So I'm gonna see y'all.